no, you're not making fun of a way they look or how they were.
I wouldn't come out and go, oh look, it's a ginger Frankenstein.
Nobody can handle Ricky Gervais's irresistible charm. Here, see for yourself. When it comes to roasting folks for Ricky Gervais, even his friends aren't safe. When introducing Johnny Depp, Ricky joked that Depp's career had fallen so hard after Ricky insulted The Tourist that he was forced to work with him.
But I insulted his film The Tourist, causing his career to plummet so far that he was forced to work with me on my new show, Life's Too Short.
Then he immediately followed it by asking Johnny on the spot if he was on any recreational drug.
And be honest, are you on recreational drugs? I'm joking. No, that's not the question. And we all know the answer.
Depp got revenge later on in a skit, reading out fake insults about Ricky's teeth.
What is nastier than Ricky Gervais's jokes? His teeth.
And claiming Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie kept a picture of Ricky above the fireplace to keep children away from the fire.
Tell Ricky Gervais that me and Brad have a picture of him on our mantelpiece because it keeps the kids away from the fire.
If he could go after Johnny Depp, Angelina Jolie doesn't get spared either. We all know how much she loves to adopt kids who aren't white, and Ricky was the first to take note of it. At his usual roasting spot, which is some award show or the other, Ricky talks about
You could be a little child, a little Asian child, with no possessions and no money. But you see a picture of Angelina Jolie and you think, oh, Mummy.
And if anyone can do it properly, it's Ricky. This next guy had no idea what hit him. The interviewer was basically just doing his job, but the mistake he made was that he wanted to shake hands with Ricky. Naturally, this gave our man a chance to roast him for a hand that apparently feels worse than it looks.
You are, it's horrible. It feels worse than it looks. Imagine that.
That's a crazy thing to say to someone you've just met, but Ricky does not care about your feelings at all, and he's made it clear all too well.
Just think of that. So look at that, right? And then imagine it feels and smells worse than it looks.
I'm married.
And imagine what it tastes like.
Even the best and most experienced talk show hosts struggle against him. Conan O'Brien tried asking Ricky about a documentary involving famous hosts, and Ricky started naming everyone he'd like to interview except Conan himself.
You should do one with talk show hosts.
Yeah, I was thinking of Leno, obviously, brilliant.
He mentioned Letterman, Leno, Jimmy Fallon, Craig Ferguson, and just kept going while Conan sat there dying inside.
David Letterman,
Yeah,
King,
yeah.
and Jon Stewart. It was just...
And then anyone else? I mean, there could be.
We could do two. I mean, there's a lot of.
And then what if you expanded it and got even more people in there? You could probably.
Larry Sanders.
Okay, Larry Sanders is fictional.
So, I'm running.
Come on!
Then, right in the middle of explaining how he avoids making fun of appearances, Ricky casually looked at Conan and said,
Look, or how they were.
I wouldn't come out and go, oh look, it's a ginger Frankenstein. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Conan completely broke here, but that's what Ricky is all about. Ricky Gervais likes to treat everyone equally, so he does not discriminate when it comes to making fun of folks. He'll mock even legends of the game, as he did here in the 2020 Golden Globes. Ricky was out on stage shouting out,
Lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro,
But then when it came to Joe Pesci, he simply referred to him as
Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry. I love you, man, don't have me whacked.
We have no idea what Joe would have done if he was in character for any of his earlier roles, but let's just say Ricky made a whole moment out of this interaction.
Okay, how about this one? Referring to the I Love You, Philip Morris movie, you said, two heterosexual actors pretending to be gay, so the complete opposite of some famous Scientologist then. Wink, wink.
I didn't name them. The press did.
Okay, so this one is definitely going to offend some people, but the thing is, Ricky doesn't care about it at all. He's been known for calling out celebrities on their fake performative activism and woke views. It's not a secret at all, but Joy Behar had some stuff to say to him because he clearly hurt her feelings.
And also, what about the Bushmark who didn't win the award.
Exactly.
God didn't
Oh,
like
he
that
hates
guy.
them. God hates them.
By the way, I know you're making your point, but I don't think it was Sandra Bullock who said that. But you're making the point. I'm just trying to clear it up.
No, he didn't say Sandra said it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but he was making
a joke.
I'm just trying to help.
It's a funny joke.
Thank you.
Ricky simply shut her up in the best way possible. He said,
When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. You know, it's.
after all, the unfortunate thing in media is that they don't censor stupidity. We could tell he was having a field day here, and Joy had no sensible answer to any of his statements. I just spoke about Ricky roasting celebrities for their fake views on politics, so I just had to mention the iconic speech he gave here at the 2020 Golden Globes.
I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no, shush. It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs.
This speech became so viral that everyone on social media was sharing it. Ricky totally rips into Hollywood, calling them out for their hypocrisy and their shameless moral policing.
Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So...
He did not spare any words, and quite frankly speaking, his words echoed what most of the fans were feeling anyway.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and
Hollywood has become this weird place where you try and mock the same people who pay for tickets to go watch your movies. Ricky surely saw no sense in that logic, so he decided to completely thrash it on a very public forum. What's crazy is that Ricky somehow manages to make people laugh even while insulting them directly. When Jennifer Lawrence spoke about equal pay in Hollywood, Ricky took note of it. He mentioned it on yet another public forum, and people thought he was praising her at first.
Jennifer Lawrence made the news when she demanded equal pay for women in Hollywood, and she received, overwhelming support from...
Well, they clearly needed more education on the man. Ricky immediately joked that
people everywhere. There were marches on the street with nurses and factory workers saying, how the hell can a 25-year-old live on 52 million? This is... But there were plumbers around the world going, poor girl in town, what's lucky now? So, but joking aside...
Classic stuff right there from the British lad. You know, what makes Ricky different from most comedians is how fast he is in normal conversations. During a debate with Piers Morgan about blind people owning guns, Piers tried making a complicated constitutional argument and Ricky instantly shut it down with,
just because they lost their sight, why should they lose the constitutional right to continue having a gun?
Yeah, well, it's a difficult one, but the short answer is because they can't see what they're shooting. That's what I'd say.
That one sentence completely killed the discussion. Then he followed it up by pointing out how Americans can easily buy assault rifles while Kinder eggs are banned.
I can't buy a Kinder egg, you know, those little eggs with little toys in, because it may choke me, so they're a health hazard. But where the Kinder egg would be sold in a British store, they instead have an AR-15 assault rifle.
Dear America, please let Piers buy a Kinder egg. but don't let him buy a gun.
Piers himself must have been so confused at that point. And finally, we have Ricky roasting the iconic Steve Carell. Now, there's a deeper reason behind him choosing Steve, because he seems to do it every single chance he gets. For those of you who don't know this, Steve is in the American version of The Office, and he plays the role that Ricky played in the original British version. That alone should tell you why he loves targeting Steve so much. Funny thing is that Ricky's even appeared on The American Office as a guest star, playing the same role he played in the British Office. So there you have it. Please like, share, and subscribe for more candid content. See you soon.